the way I just been she looking fly, yeah, she looking, the boys looking like money right from my head down to my feet, yeah. She just smile at me, you know what it means.
I literally haven't done any of these like sit down type videos in a really long time, so I'm excited. Hey guys, it's Chidera here, back with another video, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title below, the video I have prepared for you guys today is some high school advice from a senior fresh out of high school. I know that's crazy. I literally made a video very similar to this when I was in sophomore year, and that was during quarantine. And to think that time flew, and now I'm making one as literally not even a senior. I can't say I'm a senior anymore. I'm a soon-to-be freshman in college is actual madness. But I feel like I've learned so much more, you know, from senior year till now, obviously. So I think I have more advice to give. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the like button, and if you enjoy the rest of my content, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any time I post a video. And follow me on all my social media. Even though my life is not all that extravagant, it can be sometimes it's fun over here, sometimes it's boring over here. Follow me to follow me. And if you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Chidera, and I do a bunch of different stuff on here, from vlogs to sit downs like these and all of that good jazz. So if you think you like me, you can stay, and if you don't, then that's okay. And without further ado, let's get on to the video. Okay, so I have my laptop here, and I wrote down a bunch of advice. I'm not gonna lie, this video was supposed to happen a hot minute ago, so I wrote these like I want to say like beginning of senior year, because I was planning to do this video like, well, during senior year, but you know, senior year hit me like a truck. Let's just say that, okay? So I might mix up what I said, because obviously I still think I have a different standpoint now, especially since I wrote these a while ago. Okay, so the first set of advice I have to give to freshmen, sophomores, juniors, seniors, whoever just walking into high school is kind of sort out your priorities, you know, figure out what's genuinely important and what seems important. High school is not all, you know, sunshine, rainbows, and butterflies. However you think high school is gonna be is not what's gonna be like. It's honestly different for everybody. Everyone's timing is different, so always keep that in mind when it comes to high school, especially relationships. I just feel like a major part of this whole fantasy aesthetic of high school is relationships, and going into it, you're going to see a lot of that around you. Maybe your friends are going to be getting into relationships, talking to this person, talking to that person, you know, whatever. It's natural, but if it's not directly happening to you, don't feel pressured to jump into anything, because I feel like that's when it goes wrong. Just naturally allow it to happen to you. Don't feel pressured by outside forces to jump into something that you may not actually want, but feel like you should want because everyone else wants it too. If you end up getting into a couple relationships, relationships, good for you. They build character. And if you don't, there's nothing wrong with you. You're fine. It's not that serious. It's not the end of the world. You have so much life to live, and like, you'll be fine. But this kind of flows into what I was saying about getting your priorities straight and, you know, ultimately figuring out what works best for you, because at the end of the day, everyone is different. But based on my own experiences, I think I can heavily say that balance is key. You know, don't worry too much about relationships, focus on your studies, but don't put your entire life and personality into school. Like, there's literally no need to do that. Yes, high school is like the building blocks of your future and career, but it's also like the last segments of your childhood, so make sure you're still having fun, you know? If you want to take APs and do all the good jazz, that's great, but like, everyone's timing is different. Like for me, I didn't start taking APs until junior year, and I only took a few, and I knew people who were taking heavy amounts of AP courses from like sophomore year, and you know, everyone's different. I used to like feel bad and feel like, oh, like I'm behind this and I'm behind that and I need to pick up my stuff. Everyone's different, everyone's timing is different. Do what works best for you. Don't take 6 APs or 5 APs if you think that that might be a mental strain just because someone you know is taking it, and now all of a sudden you feel you need to do the same. Do what works best for you. As someone who personally like for a while put my entire life in my studies. Like, you would not catch me going out, you would not catch me doing anything. I didn't really start allowing myself to have a life outside of school until like junior year, by joining clubs and just doing other activities outside of school. And that's when I feel that I really started to enjoy school and life as a whole, because there was finally a balance. And putting yourself out there is such a great way to like make friends and new experiences that you may feel, if you are more like the, oh, I'm just all about school type, aren't really important. But trust me, you'd be surprised how impactful it is and how it even helps you academically. Another piece of advice I would give to high schoolers, and this honestly goes beyond high school, but learning to keep to yourself. When you have goals and just stuff you're like set and trying to reach, be more private about it. You'd be surprised how many people are around you and act like they're your friends who are just not for you and are not for your progress or success. So learn to not tell everything. Just, keep to yourself a little bit. It doesn't hurt to be a little private, Not everyone needs to know everything about you. Another piece of advice I would give is self-care. And self-care goes so much more beyond like, oh, let me go shopping, let me get new makeup products, let me get new perfume. No, like, invest in activities that help you out as a human being, help you figure out who you are as a person, make you feel good. I don't know, whether that's exercise, painting, even if it's just like chilling at home on your own, having a lazy day. Just prioritize yourself. It's not selfish. I used to feel selfish. There's nothing selfish about putting yourself first. You need to be able to just do that for yourself, because trust me, no one else is going to do it for you. Learn to enjoy your own company. Learn to enjoy being by yourself. Me personally, I'm not the most outgoing person. I'm not the most social person. So enjoying my own company has never really been difficult for me. I definitely am more of a homebody. I like staying home. I like being on my own. People are annoying. I've never really struggled to, chill on my own and be good with that. And I feel like throughout high school, I've met a lot of people who are like just polar opposite. Like, they did not know how to function without having at least one friend nearby. They didn't like doing stuff on their own. That's something you really need to adjust to, because believe it or not, this transition from high school to college or whatever else you're doing, it gets a little lonely. And if you don't enjoy your own company, it's only going to be so much harder. And you're gonna catch yourself jumping into relationships, whether those are platonic or romantic, to fill that void. And it's just not gonna end well, because you're not going to be, you're not going to be careful or judge properly the people that you're allowing yourself to get into, because you just want someone in that moment right there and then. In fact, I dare you to go out by yourself. You know how you're always making plans with your friends? Oh, Jessica, do you want to go do this? Oh, Tanya, do you want to go? No, you go to the mall by yourself. You have a shopping spree by yourself. You go do your nails by yourself. You go watch a movie by yourself. Get used to enjoy being by yourself, because it'll make the transition from, high school and being around all these people that you're so used to and familiar with, and maybe moving to another state, moving to another country, or just getting your own place and being on your own. That way it doesn't hit you like a truck the way that it will, because you'll be used to your own company and it'll be easier, I guess. This kind of goes back to what I was saying with the clubs and how beneficial it was for me and how it can be beneficial for anybody, and how it also kind of goes into like getting your priorities straight. Do what you want. Like, put yourself out there and stop caring what other people think, because I can't even tell you how my fear of my perception from other people's point of view stopped me for so long for doing stuff that I wanted to do. Like I said, I didn't really start joining clubs until junior year, and I think it was the best decision I ever made, because I met so many people and I had so many new experiences, and it just made high school overall such a memorable time. And that goes into everything. Even as little as like choosing your classes. Like, I can't even tell you how many classes I joined at certain times because I was like, oh, my friends are gonna be there, so I want to be there. Don't do that, because like I said, everyone's timing is different. If your friend is more behind than you or more ahead of you and you're trying to keep up or stay behind, it doesn't benefit you in any way. Do what you need to do, even if it means, you have to step out of your comfort zone and be around people that you're not used to, or be away from people that you're so comfortable with. You need to learn how to put yourself in those uncomfortable situations, because that's when you get the most beneficial skills, memories, whatever it may be. Stay away from drama. And especially, I literally can't stress this enough, stay away from people who like drama. I can't even tell you how many people I've met where they're like, oh no, I can't stand drama, but they will stir up drama out of God knows where. Don't get me wrong, a little cheese man here and there, it can be entertaining, I understand. Don't be in the drama. If you see in the drama, you see in the drama, what are you gonna do? But don't be a part of it. It's so stressful, it's so unnecessary, and there's so much more stuff you can be doing with your time than trying to deal with whatever drama you wound up in, whether that was by yourself or by the people that you were surrounded by. Just pick your poison and pick it correctly, please. This one is definitely more academic, but just start applying for scholarships. Like, I know some people, obviously college isn't like an end deal at the end of high school for everyone, so this doesn't apply to everyone, but if you know that you plan to go to college, just start applying to scholarships. Do your research. There's programs like Niche. I think there's this one app that I have on my phone. I don't remember what it's called, but it's an app that notifies you when there's scholarships that fit your curricular and whatnot, and to just fill them out. There are no essay, I don't want to hear no excuses, because there are no essay scholarships where you just put in your information and you submit that. As much as it seems time consuming and tedious, you will thank yourself later for doing them. I started applying to at least 1 or 2 scholarships a day, every day from junior year. And I would be lying right now if I said that it didn't benefit me, because it absolutely did. I think what made it easier for me is that I made accounts with the scholarship programs or websites that I saw, and they would send me emails of stuff that applied to me, and then I would just apply because it was right there in my face, and I had no excuse not to if I was constantly being reminded. But yeah, apply to scholarships. It's super beneficial. Trust. It seems annoying now, but like I said, you'll be very grateful in the end, the outcome that you get from it, if you do essentially win those scholarships. I used to be so close-minded. I used to think the only way you can get a real good scholarship is if you're amazing at a sport. I feel like that's the hardest way to get a scholarship. There are scholarships for low income, scholarships for the certain race you are. You can really take advantage of some of these scholarships if you just applied yourself. My advice with the essay scholarships: don't do an essay for every scholarship. Don't have a general college essay, perfect it, get some opinions on it, teachers, counselors, and just use that for every essay scholarship that you apply to. That definitely made it 10 times easier. Get a notebook for it. That's what I did, and just put down the dates that you applied to whatever scholarship it may be, and the deadline for the announcement of those scholarships, so that you can keep up with everything. In addition to that, not only should you do research on scholarships and colleges, if you're someone who isn't sure what you want to do in life, there is nothing wrong with that. Literally nothing wrong with that. No pressure. I grew up in an African household. It is hard out here. I've always felt this pressure to know exactly what I wanted to do the moment that it was asked of me. If you saw some of my essays from elementary school or poems, I'd be like, yeah, I want to go to a 5-year degree college and study doctorate this and doctorate that. And this is life. It don't matter how hard you plan, life will hit you and stuff will go differently than you expect it to or want it to. Having it all figured out is not all that. People act like it's such an impressive thing, but life is life and stuff happens. So you don't need to have it all figured out, but definitely try looking into stuff that you're interested in. As for me, I feel like I've always low-key knew what I wanted to do, but my struggle is I had too many interests that could be potential careers. So I had to do my research and really dig deep and understand why I was interested in what I was interested in, and kind of just bring it all in, I guess, like find something that in a sense covers what I was so interested in. And I feel like I learned so much about myself because what I thought I was interested in was really something that looped to something bigger. So, but I wouldn't have learned that if I didn't do the research, if I didn't read the books, if I didn't take time to evaluate myself. Like, again, it seems like, oh, what a waste of time, I don't want to do it. But like, trust me, like, it will be beneficial in the end for you, because God forbid you go into a field out of pressure of whether it's family, friends, society, I don't know, bro, and you jump into something that you know damn well you're not interested in. You don't want to do it to yourself. So, you know, start now, figure out what you like, figure out what you want, be attentive to what sparks interest in you, take note of it, do what you gotta do, bro. Just do what you gotta do. This whole entire video, do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. I think that is it for this video. That's all the advice I have to say. I hope it was helpful. I hope you enjoyed. I'm very grateful if you even made it this far in the video. It's seriously appreciated. You have no idea. I apologize for going dead for like months. It is what it is. I have no excuses. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and watch out for my next video.